Back in June, NFL linebacker Carl Nassib made history when he announced that he's gay, the first active NFL player to do so. And last week, history was made in another league, this time the NHL, when Nashville Predators prospect Luke Prokop came out with an Instagram post. He will be the first openly gay player in the NHL. Luke Prokop is kind enough to join us now. Thank you so much for your time and joining us tonight.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
So in your Instagram post, you wrote that living your authentic life will allow you to bring your whole self to the rink. What were you holding back that you can now bring to your game?
As a hockey player, when you're not focused fully on hockey, when you're at the gym or when you're at the rink, you're not playing your best. And, that's what I meant when I can, live my authentic self and I can go to the gym, I can go to the rink and not have to have those thoughts about, who knows, who doesn't know. If there's any rumors going around, I can just go out onto the ice or go to the gym and try to, work my best and become the best hockey player I can.
There was, of course, a giant outpouring of support for you after your post, with a host of statements from the NHL and people within the Predators organization. You had talked with the team prior to your Instagram post. What was that conversation like with the team that had just signed you 6 months earlier?
It was very emotional. Having the support that they showed me on that phone call was amazing. And, I still remember the day very clearly. And then, once I got off that phone call, with the outpouring of support they showed me on it, I was driving back from one of my practices and I had the windows down and I had the music blaring and tears were coming from my eyes. And, in that moment, I felt like if they can, show the support that they showed me then, I feel like I could do anything right in that moment. And, that's how it felt on Monday when I came out.
And I imagine you were talking about the tears and the music. I imagine it was just an overwhelming feeling of relief.
Yeah, I mean, you never know what the reaction is going to be. That's always something that is a scary thought. And to see how positive they were and, wanted just telling me how proud they were of me and, they had my back 1,000%. It was an amazing feeling for sure.
And you talked about it being scary. Obviously, you put yourself out there in a really vulnerable way on Instagram. What were you most concerned about as far as the decision?
I mean, I don't know if I really ever had any concerns. I just got to a point where I said, enough's enough. I kind of want to live the way I want to, and I don't want to have to hide myself from anything anymore. Obviously, with hockey, you never know what's going to happen. It's a very a masculine macho sport, and there could be some people who disagree with it or, not think it's right. But at the end of the day, if I'm happy, I'm happy, and that's all I care about.
And you've gotten so much support, as we've discussed, with your teammates in the league. But many in the LGBTQ community have spoken about locker rooms not being safe spaces and at times filled with homophobic language. What do you think the team should be doing in order to make sure that locker rooms are a welcoming environment for LGBTQ athletes?
Well, I mean, it's tough because, homophobic slurs and, language needs to change in hockey. And, hopefully with, a little bit of change. And I've heard it on the ice as well. Hopefully with, a little bit more change that we can kind of help, changes just the environment of hockey and make it a more open space and for people to feel comfortable to come out, as their true selves.
You're only 19 years old and yet already really a trailblazer for other athletes, young and old. What's your message for any athlete out there, or really any American who may be trying to summon the courage to come out themselves or be their most authentic self?
It's hard to give advice, because everyone has a different story. Everyone comes from a different background. Everyone has a different certain situation. I was very blessed to have supportive friends and family, coaches and agents around me who met me with so much love when I came out to them, and not everyone has that. But if I were to say one thing, it would be once I got to the point where I accepted myself for who I was and I didn't really care about what anyone else thought, that's when I knew I could come out. And if that was any advice, that's what I would give.
Some good advice there. Luke Prokop, we thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.